Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Tim. My name's Vinyl, your friendly neighborhood vinyl guy. I'm back. Got some stuff to show. This one's been been put off for a little bit. Only because, they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions. It's also paved with all the good intentions you had on planning and recording videos, and then your work makes you work a ton of hours. That's the long and the short of the last 3 months. I've been working my ass off. New promotion, more responsibility, not worth the money. Anyway. So while I was gone, I got older. And it happens to everybody. So I was bestowed quite a bit from family, from friends, and it was very quite touching. So I'm going to show all that stuff off here, just to kind of thin out the inbox and get it on moving. The first, I'm going to try to put pictures where I can. The first was from my good friend Anthony Ferraro. We've talked about Anthony before. He's the prog father. You can catch him as a regular contributor on Pete Pardo's channel, Sea of Tranquility. He's usually a Tuesday night guest on the In the Prog seat. Hence the prog father. So he sent me a couple of goodies. First one was the National Health. It's a CD reissue of one of their earlier albums. They very much in the Canterbury-esque scene, very well renowned. Dave Stewart, not from the Eurythmics, the other one, played with Bruford and such. He was a part of this band for a bit, and I again, kind of like clicking on, oh, this person was here and there, and you can kind of do that a lot with prog. I was aware of them, but I hadn't really heard them, so this gave me a good chance to dive in, and God, was it good. So I'm really looking forward for more of that. To get it. As well as he sent me a copy of Nectar. Now, I do already have a copy of this. Bill sent me a copy prior, but this one is the recent 2 LP reissue on Missing Vinyl that comes with a second disc. I don't know if you can see it there. That's it's a live show. It was, does it say where it was recorded? Previously unreleased on vinyl, recorded at Dirk Studio. So it's not a live show. It was a live session recorded October 12th, 1972. So it was sessions from the Remember the Future album. I was introduced to Nectar a little bit ago, and when I see Nectar that I don't have, I instantly grab it. This is just fantastic stuff. If you are not familiar with this one, I highly recommend checking it out. This is a great place probably to start, and do recommend the 2 LP reissue because of the extra stuff. A dear friend sent me a couple things. Didn't really say to mention, but I will anyway, but we'll just leave it at that. Sent me a copy of One Flight Up from Dexter Gordon on the Tone Poet series. Just a fantastic album. I mean, if you're not familiar with it, you should be checking it out, as well as Into Something from Larry Young. Another great lineup with Sam Rivers, Grant Green, Elvin Jones, and this is one of the Blue Note 80th anniversaries. The 80th anniversaries are good, not quite as strong as the classic series, but the 80th I trust. Some of the 75th I know. I mean, I haven't had any issues, but I can tell the difference between the 75th and the 80th. I like the 80th a little better, so I was very pleased to get that. And I sent me along a single of Soft Cell, Tainted Love. So the LP version does not have Where Does Our Love Go? The single does. So I was glad to get that. My family took care of me this year. I'm sorry I got it all wrong about with my birthday goodies as well. Rush, Hold Your Fire. This is one of the newer, like 2015 reissues. Finding Rush clean, not beat up. I mean, because it gets played, right? I mean, those were great albums. Even the ones that may not rank as high in everyone's discography rankings, but Rush always got played, and they always got somehow beat up. I mean, because they got played a lot. So I want clean Rush. And a lot of these I'm just asking, I just take the reissues at this point because they sound solid and they've been remastered. So rest in peace to the Professor. I do enjoy this album. I know some people kind of don't regard it as much, but I mean, Rush's worst album is sometimes better than some of the best. I did get hooked up with a big want of mine, another addition to the Porcupine Tree. I told y'all before, y'all gonna see a lot of Porcupine Tree in these next few videos. This is an Abastia. I think I'm saying that right. I probably just screwed it up. In absentia. Well, Porcupine Tree. This is regarded as one of their top albums. This and Fear of a Blank Planet are probably the two of their best. Just fantastic albums. Either one are great places to start with Porcupine Tree. If you like, I would say it's for the people who like Dream Theater and Tool. Maybe they want it a little bit softer at times. Or if like you're kind of don't know where to go from 70s prog. This is great prog hard rock, like I guess we could call it. Fantastic stuff. I absolutely love this album, and it's one of their best. And then my big one this year, I saw this get reissued, and I couldn't believe it. And this is Bulbas Creation. Now, some of you might remember, have seen it around. Dan over Dots and Loops have shown it. I think Bill Young's shown it. A couple other people I know, Dylan at Noble Records has shown it. This is an official reissue. This got a reissue in 2021 with the new cover, You Won't Remember Dying. If you know the story, this was recorded in like the early 70s and just kind of lost. Tapes were found and it was put out, and man, is it a killer. This is dripping acid fuzziness. Definitely heavy, definitely probably not for everybody because there's songs called Satan and End of the Page, and it can be a dark album at times with the lyrics, but what a killer one. So I was so glad to get that official reissue. The red cover ones, even the reissue that was done a few years ago, is going for over $100, and this one's very much more affordable. So if you can get it, I recommend it. Sounds fantastic. So sounds killer. And then my friends took care of me well this year. I was gonna say, wait a minute, something didn't seem like it felt right, but it does now. My buddy Jeff Kempen sent me a copy of the Nightfly Live. This just got a press a year or so ago, maybe 2021. I actually don't have the Nightfly, and I love Steely Dan, I love Donald Fagen. So having obviously I know the album, but getting this one was fantastic, and the band just cooks through it. It is just a killer set, and I absolutely enjoyed it. Poured myself a nice drink, put it on one night, and it definitely was the relaxation I needed at that time because, like I said, I've been busy at work. John, Digital Gramophone, sent me the Best of Spoon. We had been having conversations, and he's a huge Spoon fan. I mean, he's kind of been involved in following that band since pretty much their inception, and I was just like, well, where do you start? So he sent me this, and I gotta say, front to back, I really enjoyed it. Anything from Don't You Ever, Inside Out, I Turn My Camera On, I Summon You, everything hits at once. I found the entire album enjoyable, and I keep going back to it, and I'm trying to figure out, is this enough? Is this, because that's the thing with best ofs, you kind of ask, is that, if that's their best, do I want to delve in further? So I'm kind of piecing together the tracks that I want to find the albums on, and I'm gonna try to, in 2022, at least pick up a couple of those albums to kind of dig in even further with Spoon. So thank you so much for that, John. Emma, 8 Vinyl Low, sent me this masterpiece, and as soon as I opened it, I could not believe it. Groundhogs, Thank Christ for the Bomb. I mean, just Illinois represented oh so well. Fantastic reissue. I played it loud. I annoyed everybody. That's what you do. And another appearance of Mr. Steven Wilson. This is his solo effort, Hand Cannot Erase. I mean, how do you follow up The Raven Who Could Not, the Raven Who Refused to Sing? This is a great offering. Probably Probably a second favorite solo album. He doesn't have too many misses on the solo front. And Bill at the Vinylverse was gracious enough to hook me up with this one. Just a scorcher through and through, and it's just an amazing album. I mean, Steven Wilson really is carrying that championship crown for prog in the last 10 years, and anything he touches is just gold. So, well, most everything. I do have a couple things I wasn't a big fan of. And then lastly, there's this stack. And this came to me from a brother from another. You know him, you love him. He's number 81 in the program. I don't know what number he is in the program. But that is Rob over at Black Star Vinyl. And, you know, we talk. Sometimes we'll go a couple of days, but we pretty much try to at least talk daily. And, you know, it's been well documented that he's been having some rough goes and stuff like that. So for him to send me a box of stuff was just completely uncalled for, much appreciated, and much loved. And when I tell you he brought the heat, he brought the heat. So he didn't know if I had this, and actually didn't. And it was a copy of the Honey Drippers. So obviously, you know, Robert Plant. Yeah, this is dime a dozen. He actually had an extra copy. And Rockin' at Midnight, you know, I mean, I know Sea of Love, everybody knows it. You know the song well, but Rockin' at Midnight for me is just a put on sock hop blaster of a good time. And I was very thankful he sent that my way. One I missed from Record Store Day in 2020, I think it was the Anthrax Soldiers of Metal, and he hooked me up with an absolute beaut on that one. Could not be happier with that. My Anthrax on vinyl is severely lacking, so anything on wax from Anthrax is fantastic, but I was just tickled pink that he thought of me on that one. Sent me a wonderful copy of Legacy of the Beast. This is not the Mexican pressing version with the three colors of the Mexican flag that goes for stupid money. But again, it's a must-have for any Iron Maiden completist. And another one to add into the collection. I absolutely love it. Is it not is it their best live album? Hell no. But I mean, when you're talking about, like, you know, Aces High, Klansman, Trooper, Wicker Man, Flight of Icarus, Number of the Beast, Hallowed Be Thy Name, Run to the Hills, Evil That Men Do, blah, 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 blah. It's Maiden, kids. It doesn't get any better. But the hits don't stop coming. Y'all know who my guy is, and that's Hendrix. But he hooked me up with a gold stamp promo of Hendrix plays Monterey on the Reprise label. Absolutely fantastic. Plays beautifully. This is the one where he kind of made the U.S. stand up and take notice. The one where he set his guitar on fire and did all the tricks. And, you know, the big thing about him and Pete Townsend getting into an argument about who was going to follow who on stage and yada, 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 blah, blah, blah. This is where it all started, and the set is a killer. It scorches. So, you know, if it's Hendrix, chances are I'll take it. And then didn't have a promo. I do now. That's so cool. I missed this one when it came out. He ended up having an extra copy, so he sent this to me. This is Cinderella's Heartbreak Station on that wonderful teal vinyl. This was done by the Vinyl is Beautiful. Yep, here's the co-host. The Vinyl is Beautiful label, just an absolute great repressing house. The quality work, I think they're out of France, is where I remember them coming from. This is a replica of the Vertigo label. Sounds fantastic. Could be digitally sourced, but you know what? They mixed it well. So I think these are starting to come down. I think these actually got a repress. So if you don't have one, and I know the originals are, is this on vinyl at all? I think it is. Maybe, I can't remember. But this one sounds fantastic, and thank you so much for that. Another one he sent my way, and this is an indie band. They made their way through the VC a little bit last year, and by the time I got to the website, I missed, and I was bummed. because I was actually chatting with the guy. There's these sneaky. I was actually chatting with the guy, lead singer from this band, on Instagram before my Instagram account got hacked. Thanks. So if you follow me on Instagram and it was High Noons _vinyl, tell that guy to F off and go follow High Noons Vinyl with no underscore. But this made its way around last year around the VC a little bit, and that's Leather Duchess. And I actually was, like I said, talking with the lead singer of the band through Instagram and before I got on that tirade. And this album kicks ass. This is, I mean, they worship at the altar of Dangerous Toys, very much so, but not in a we're ripping them off way. I mean, it's very much on a love and respect. But if you miss Dangerous Toys, this is the album for you. Go follow them on Instagram, Leather Duchess. They have a reissue of this coming, I think, in a new color variant. So definitely for those people who like all their variants, you definitely want to look at trying to find a copy of this. There's some people overseas that I may have to try to help because they should have this. But this thing kicks, and the word on the street is they're working on new material too. They're also doing a show with Dangerous Toys and Jason McMaster in Dallas, or in Texas real soon. So I'm very excited I wish I could be there to see that. But not only did he send me the record, but caught an awesome signed promo shot, some stickers. I mean, he just really took care of it. And then the last thing he sent me was Todd La Torre's solo album, the more recent lead singer from Queensryche. This album blew me away. I mean, this was just killer stuff. I ended up playing it, I want to say like 3 times back to back to back. Was very, very much impressed by this whole album. It's got a little something for everybody. Strong metal. If you like that Queensryche sound, even a little bit heavier times, I definitely recommend finding this one on vinyl or CD. This kicked butt. So that's what I've been sitting on for a little bit. And the sad thing is I still got more. So I apologize for being late to the party on those. Those people that sent this stuff to me, I actually reached out and appreciated what they sent and kind of shared my thoughts at that time. But they also knew what was going on here, so they understood. I'm trying to get back into regular videos. I know I keep saying that, but work keeps stinking. So I got another one of these to do. I'm going to do it right now, and I'm hoping to get it up soon as well. So hopefully you won't get sick of the VCLT, but then I can put it away and get on to the other things I got planned. So thanks for watching. I love you all.
Mostly, but if he has to walk, I'd probably say if he had the opportunity to make people say something, it would probably be #WalkSucks.
Yeah, #WorkSucks. There you go. That's your life lesson for today. #WorkSucks. Love you all. Take care, everybody. See you soon. Peace.